Hello, I'm Charlene of the Rainbow Frequency, and I'm here today on New Year's Eve morning, my time, but whatever time it is, your time. Hello, and best wishes and all the love. I am an energy balancing practitioner, psychic medium. I use my abilities to help people release blockages, see themselves more clearly, see their situations from maybe a different perspective or with clarity. All of what I do is here to help you heal through trauma, release blockages, feel empowered, and work best with what you've got going on. So, if anyone that has joined would like a card for themselves, please chime up or chime in, chime up, chime in. Thank you very much for being here, all of you who are either here currently or in the future. This is a timeless reading. It is my intention to help you in your highest good in ways that delight you, mind, body, and spirit, aka holistically. So, while I wait for anyone to pipe up, I'm going to just jump in and pull some cards. I also have this amazing present that I got of an amber pendant that I'll use as a pendulum today. If anyone wants a pendulum reading, back and forth is no, and a circle is yes. It also does different things that I read when I'm doing chakra readings. Not just those tricks, like it's a dolphin or something. Anyway, jumping through hoops. There is, I don't think you can see it, but some sort of, I have two cameras going. There is a bit of either a plant or maybe an insect in it. Super cool. Anyway, so where do I want to start? Okay, the shadow side has spoken. All right, from our shadow selves, what is it? What is the advice that would like to be offered from our shadow selves? How can we help heal through our shadow? What would best serve us in healing our shadow? These are the prompts you can consider. Oh, that one jumped out. Oh, light as matter. That's interesting. And I was feeling compelled to do a bit of a guided meditation. So we're going to take that as the prompt. Light as matter. One concept I really like is that energy, all these things move in waves. There's an ebb and flow. There's a rhythm. Light moves in waves. Sound moves in waves. Thoughts move in brain waves. So by doing things like meditation, breath work, it helps you release things that you don't need to hold on to. Let's show the card again. And I'll give you a closer visual. YouTube and Instagram. I think this illustration is also in the middle is an amazing way to view yourself and your energy. I often like the thought of a cell, a nucleus with a nuclear membrane, that sort of image, or even like perhaps a paramecium. When they have those little like fingers, what are they? I forget my scientific terms. Forgive me. The phalanges or the little fingers on the outside. Imagine it's like a pinball machine that deflects what's not for you. Yes. Anyway, these are the weird ways I imagine myself in my little sphere, my sacred circle. You see the waves in the middle, and it's very calm and peaceful. Then you have these different fields around you, aspects of yourself, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, you get where I'm going with this. Imagine yourself in these concentric sacred circles of protection and love regularly and often. There's the momming moment. So, without further ado, well, putting away the cards first so that I get less twitchy. Take a deep breath. If you wish, find yourself somewhere comfortable to be. Relax, release that breath. Nobody needs you or wants you at this time. Get comfortable. Either sit or lie down if you like, or whatever you wish. Take a deep breath in, hold it momentarily, and exhale. It's my intention to aid you in your highest good in ways that delight you, mind, body, and spirit. Release that breath. Inhale another one. Hold it momentarily. And as you exhale, start to grow your roots down, down, down your body, starting from your hips, down your abdomen, groin, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, down through any and all surfaces, descending through all the layers of the earth till they reach the crystalline grid. There they connect, and you give thanks for this support. Then your roots travel further still, deeper, deeper to the center of the earth, intertwining to form a cord that then wraps around this heart space within the earth. You give thanks for this support, and in exchange, all that liquid, fiery, sunny center within the earth, that abundance, coupled with the energy of the crystalline grid and all those elements, properties of enhancement, support, and protection, travel back up through your roots, up, up, up through the soles of your feet, up through the top of your feet, your ankles, up your shins, calves, knees, thighs, hips, groin, pelvis, abdomen. Up, up you breathe in, filling your stomach and abdomen with love and light. And as you exhale, you stretch ever upward, forming into your plant body. Up, up, up you grow. Up your torso, chest, arms raised, fingers splayed, stretching ever upward in the light. Up, up, up your shoulders, neck, head, strands of your hair, all traveling up, 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 past the clouds, through the atmosphere, till they break through to the cosmos. There you connect to the Celestine grid. You give thanks for this support. Then you travel further still till you intertwine around your center or centers in the cosmos. You give thanks for this support. And in exchange, all this higher frequency, high vibrational, celestial light and energy washes down your plant body, through your chakra system, offering you love, purification, detoxification, healing energy to help you for where you are in your healing journey right now. Feel the support, the energies of above and below flowing through you as they should, in, out, and back again, flowing like blood through the chambers of a sacred heart. You are grounded. You are centered. You are held in the sacred sphere. Light as matter. In your sacred vessel, sovereign being that you are, connected in the oneness to the universal energy that surrounds. Take a moment to reconstellate yourself for peace, love, harmony, so that you may thrive and flourish, doing what you love from the heart, designed authentically as you are. And see yourself in your plant body, transplanted into your sacred terrain. Take in your surroundings, what's there with you, what other plant life, what does the earth look like. Use all of your senses, stretch them out. What energies, what supporters, what guides, guardians, helpers are here with you. In your plant body, breathe in the antioxidants, release further any toxins, impurities, imbalances through your roots, and draw in healing, loving energy in its place. Fill yourself with the light as you stretch your roots down deep into the earth, supported, grounded, centered. Come into balance, find your equilibrium. Wrap this energy around you, swaddling yourself in the unconditional love. Drawing it deep within you, surrounding you, weaving it throughout you, so that you may take it forward with you. You may come back to this sacred space at any time. It is yours. Now see yourself again as your plant body. You see a doorway within you. You open it, step inside, coming into wholeness and integrating. Take a deep breath in. Hold it momentarily. And as you exhale, travel all the way back to the here and now, journeying all the way back through the way which you came, back into your physical body, into your room, wherever you are. Start to wiggle, scrunch, stretch, squirm, wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes. How do you feel? Light as matter, I hope. Show it again. Do. So, again, if anyone would like a card for themselves, please speak up. I would love to. From the animal kingdom, we will pull a card. Again, thank you all for being here. Happy New Year, or whatever day. Happy Sunday. Or whatever day. Again, if you watch this in the future on another day. Happy day to you. The song remains the same. Woo. Jumping out. Oh, yay. Yeah. Hold on. Wait for it. I like to keep my decks neat. Starfish. Oh, stars in tarot are all about healing and authenticity. I love the fact that starfish, as long as you keep that center piece, they can regenerate themselves. So again, rebirth, yay. The key word is intuition. Listen to your soul's truth. Think less, feel more. Light is matter. Think less, feel more. Worry less. Be less consumed with anxiety and tension and conflict. It's a prison that you put yourself in within your own mind in some ways, right? Everyone's circumstances are unique to them, so I'm not minimizing, but at the same time, no matter what's happening, even in the worst, most tense of times, the best advice really is to take whatever chance you can, focus on your breath, release the stress and the tension, and to listen to your soul and your heart and that inner guidance, that connection to source to help you find that way to rebirth yourself into a better set of circumstances. I have been through many dark parts of my life, and that is how I found my way through. That is why I do this. This is why I'm here promoting you to do the same. Most, how do I say this? There are things I will say time and time again, no matter how you meet me. Know yourself. Know know your insides and outsides of yourself. Know where you've come from. Knowing your astrological chart and all that information is this eerie, amazingly accurate portrayal of yourself and in ways that you might not have even allowed yourself to see yourself. But from even some of your relationships and why you have the struggle, it's all there. So the more you know, the more you can cope with how things are going to your best interest. Knowing your DNA is very useful. It's not limited to that by any means, but at the same time, there are things that you're called to or that are within you that when you know how it all comes together, you can make better sense of it. I do offer a lot of these services should you need someone to help you. But my way of looking at astrology, I look at the birth chart, and one of my favorite things is to show people where their gifts lie, because it's all there. I'm just saying. But I also will tell you, find a way of connecting to spirit, find a divination tool or some way that you can get there. Some people it's art. There's many ways to connect to spirit and communicate. Journal writing, that's another way to channel. Anyway, all these things are very helpful navigational tools. All right, so what archetypes right now will best help us? This is an interesting card. We got the Father. It's funny. When I first looked at the card, I was mostly focused. This is one of those personality tests. At first, I saw this tree half, and then this I saw as a bunch of the trees needles having been swept away, again, that death and rebirth of self, the shedding of the old needles to make way for the new, or the shedding of old skins to make way for the new. But then when I showed it to you all, I saw the black and white full tree. And again, it's that yin and yang. I love it. 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 Okay, so on this side, we have the star from the starfish. We have the rainbow, which I always view as that chakra healing, coming into balance. This side, you have this coin. So again, in that releasing what doesn't serve your highest good, that's one way that you really find your abundance, because it makes way for what is in alignment with you and what will fuel you, fulfill you, sustain you, all those words. The Father is an energy or an archetype of, and this isn't limited to a gender, but it's an archetype of being a provider, a protector, a way shower. These are some of the things that they want to present as the words. It's being your own authority. Creating your own self-discipline. These are the ways they want you to perceive this. And the same with the Judge. Again, It's not about being overly critical. It's about being able to critique the situation from a loving space, weighing it all in a balanced way so that you hold your truth in a compassionate way. I love that. Again, I personally do not prescribe to anything religious-wise. I'm more universal in my concept. But I will not ever stop thinking, very much so, the judge not lest ye be judged. There's just some things that are just, you take, or at least personally for me, I look at the world at large. I try very much to see the beauty and the heart in what I'm looking at as best as I can. There's some bits that I take as they deeply resonate, and it doesn't have to necessarily be, I'm babbling now. I'm just a very inclusive, I try to be universal. I love the world and the way it thinks. So anyway, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. There's so much history and knowledge and beauty out there to pay attention to and hold dear. And then, you let go of the things that are not for you and let it come back into alignment in a healthy way. Anyway, that's where I'm just going to keep babbling on, but not a critical judge, a critique. There's a difference. All right. Because I don't know. I really do believe in beneficial progress. But again, I am a mother. You can't remove that factor from my heart. All right. What are we alchemizing so that I can move on from my ranting and babbling? But yeah, I'm very passionate about the future and the now. And the past. All of it. Time is not linear, right? Time is not real. I do very much love quantum physics and that concept. Oh, yeah. All right. Again, I'm going to keep putting the cards back before I, so I'm going to make you have that anticipation of wanting to know what I'm oh-yaing. All right. Yeah, because yesterday I spent the day cleaning my room in here. Finally making time for that. A really good New Year's thing to put into motion. It just feels good. So keeping up with my staying tidy so that it keeps my brain happy. All right. Okay, so what are we alchemizing right now? Oleum vitrioli, oil of the vitriol, acidity, resentment, purification. When the green lion appears, a great alchemical reckoning is afoot. Long-standing frustration and imbalance cause this regal creature to lash out unconsciously, consuming all in its path. Be prepared for emotional turmoil as the lion thrashes about. Don't worry, these changes are necessary for growth, and in the end will be a relief to all. Purification is the lion's aim, and it is determined to get there one way or another. When this card appears, the question must be asked, am I the green lion or the sun? The one consuming or the one being consumed? It is said that finding oneself in the mouth of the lion is a necessary moment on any spiritual path. As the discomfort passes, the sunbeams shine all the brighter. Go deeper. Look up the image of the green lion eating the sun. To ponder, Change as the only constant. Vitriol is an incredibly acidic and corrosive substance, and so comes with a few warnings. Don't overconsume, don't lash out, breathe and wait. No need to add insult to injury. And then last but not least, in alchemical texts, this great creature of change is known as the green lion eating the sun. Alchemy. You can't fight it. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but... All right. Anybody want their own card or anything? You can ask a question. I might not be able to supply everything out there in the world, but what I can, I surely will. Basically, the way I view my gifts, one might call it the Akashic Records. To me, I kind of view it as a giant circuit board. There's a movie called 4 Rooms where there's a bellhop that's having to deal by himself with the entire hotel, and he has this giant circuit board that he has to keep plugging into. And I feel like I can plug into that circuit board, and whatever's available to help you that wants to come through, that's what I receive. Again, it's always with the intention of being in the highest good, all involved in ways that delight mind, body, and spirit. Nothing less, nothing more. All right. While I wait to see if anybody wants their own card, I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. When I post this later, I always add in the hashtags the decks that I use. And then, so if you are interested in knowing what decks they are, I'll try to put that information there. You can always ask me. I will post a picture of the cards as well. There are ways to get in touch with me through my bio, all the ways. So please don't be shy. I'm here to promote community, to give free content, to help support you. Small business, trying to connect with Richmond and the greater world out there. All right, so the overarching theme, the bottom of the deck, we got the 3 of Pentacles. This is the Surrealist Tarot, by the way, just to give you... Oh, sorry, YouTube. Okay, so what do we see in this? You see these amazing creatures coming together. There's a crane-like creature. I think another bird-like creature, a butterfly-like creature. Then there's this great sort of spirit behind them. And it's talking about 3 of Pentacles. It's about in the material plane, working, collaborating, coming together with different aspects out there. This can be people, working relationships. This can be different material elements in your life coming together to work well. It's about transformation. It's about higher consciousness and grounding. Growing more fully into yourself. I love it. Then we got where we are currently in the journey. Queen of Wands. All right. The Queen of Wands is this amazing energy of really nourishing what you want to manifest from the spiritual heart and soul plane into the here and now. You are very much encouraged to do this utilizing your intuition. There's often a black cat present with the Queen of Wands, which symbolizes the intuition. You can see in this image, sorry, we're going to do this one by one. See all the tree-like imagery. There's a fish in the bed with her. It also gives me the impression, well, you see, if you really look closely at this card, there's hearts that are branching out into these like tree-like terrain. It reminds me of the lungs, and how by being grounded, doing that breath work, you really can call in for yourself, for the environment that you're a part of, what you really want to birth into creation, what you want to nourish into being. I love it. Again, from the heart and soul. Where we are now, what is the challenge that we're facing? What is the obstacle? Not an obstacle at all. A lot of times I laugh when looking at this card and its placement, because the hardest thing to overcome a lot of times is ourselves. So the obstacle in this is to really focus, again, on being the Empress energy, which is about nourishing what you've built up in your life for yourself and that which is around you. How can you do that? Again, it's nourishing yourself as well as that which you are sustaining around you. Having a good work life, giving to others, and giving yourself self-care balance. There's cycles, there's an ebb and flow to it. What does this result in? We get the Four of Swords. It's a period of rest, quiet contemplation, meditation, where we can come back into balance, have mental stability, a good foundation. We wait for more information to come in, and then from that rested place, we can move forward. So it isn't necessarily the time to spring forward. It's a time to really focus on the regeneration, the rejuvenation, recuperating, again, creating that quiet contemplative space where you have a foundation of mental clarity to support yourself from. So then again, you can really bring forward from that heart and soul what you want to create around you, what you want to birth into creation, what you want to nourish into being, all those things. You see this figure being stripped down to their muscles. You see these spiritual beings around them. You see this sword above them with a rose. To me, that's speaking of giving yourself time again to recover. A lot of times our wounds, our injuries are reflected in our gut health, are carried by our muscles. It's deeply embedded within us. So that's why it is important to release this from your body. however you want to do that. Acupuncture, my way, through shamanic Reiki. I don't exactly know what to label myself as. I don't really like labels, but massage. There's so many ways, but really focus on mind, body, and spirit. Then you have, again, these spiritual figures around. Oh, there's a glare. Sorry. The figures around them are those spiritual allies, spiritual warriors, spiritual guardians, if you will. They're to support you, to help you in this healing, to help you find this clarity. To me, one of my symbols that I work with is a sword with a heart around it, and I didn't know at the time, but that is it represents Mother Mary and her Sacred Heart. And to me, because I'm not Catholic, it is that divine Mother, universal energy that wishes to help us, care for us, bless us. This journey has definitely surprised me that I've been on, and coming into my gifts and who I am and in my healing work. I didn't expect to be working with Mother Mary's Sacred Heart, but dang if I ain't super excited and feel grateful that it exists and that I get to. So, it's just like, find the ways to slow your roll and connect and find your way through, and let these things excite you. Give yourself a chance. And again, this isn't saying to swallow your frustrations and hold your tongue to your detriment either. Not at all. It's by knowing how you feel, recognizing it, processing it, then you can best address how to work through it for the highest good of all involved. Lashing out rarely helps anyone, really, right? So it's just that, how can we better communicate going forward our needs, our boundaries? How can we best collaborate and work together in support of ourselves and the world around us? Anyway, love, peace, and harmony. I'm a hippie at heart. Anyway, that's the end of that reading for the collective. If anyone would like a personal card, a question, ask the pendulum, or ask me whatever, I'm here for a few more minutes to offer you goodwill and cheer, metaphysical guidance and fun. Do 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 do. Anyway, I know there's also a delay, so I think this is another arena where the universe is teaching me to slow down and have patience. So this is you getting to see me squirm through slowing down and having patience. Some clear quartz. I highly suggest working with the things around you in the natural world. If you can't spend time in nature, bring the nature to you in a sustainable, good for the environment way, right? What else? Flower agate. Again, thank you all for joining me today and always and on this journey. I am very grateful for your friendship, our connections. This is a moon snail shell. These are just some of my tools of the trade, which again, super grateful that I get to have a job that allows me to play with such amazing elements. All right, nobody wants to say anything. Nobody wants to ask or have some pyrite. And I am available either through virtual appointment or if we know each other or by referral in person here in Richmond, Virginia. Some agate. I work through card readings, hand placement, guided meditation, breath work, song and dance. I'm sure Spirit will continue to surprise me in all the interesting ways. And again, astrology. I recently got off my tuchus and started reading other people's reports. I've been working on reading my own for quite a while, as long as I can remember. And I didn't expect that to be a form of energy work at all. I just thought it would be fun, and my friend had wanted me to do it. And it was a very cathartic, amazing way for somebody to see themselves with love, clarity, release some limiting self-beliefs, have it given them permission from the stars to really slow down and focus on self-care so that they can best fulfill serving others and their soul mission. You know, sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, giving it all away to everyone else around us, right? So, just saying. This is Micah. I wish I knew everything in my room around me. Alas, alack, I don't. Oh, this is cool. I'll show you this. This is a zodiacal coin. It has all the zodiac symbols. Wishing you all prosperity in all the arenas of your life. I believe white quartz. Oh, this is a funny story, and I've been holding on to this to share with you all. Okay, so again, that being gentle with yourself, not being so critical of yourself. I'll share a moment with you that I had recently, like right before the holidays. Myself and everyone I came in contact physically with were all running late. There's lots of construction on the roads. Anyway, so I was driving to a friend's house to perform a service for them, and I had my GPS plugged in. It said I'd be a little bit late. So I messaged them. I was like, I'm going to be a little bit late. And they're like, no worries. So what went from maybe like 5-10 minutes late became a half an hour. I'm in the car, like trying everything I've got to keep myself from becoming completely pissy by the situation, because being in the car is not one of my best places of having patience. And I'm singing, I'm trying really hard to stay positive. At one point, I get mad at myself. I'm like, what kind of psychic are you that you didn't know better than to come this way? And then it's just like, are you kidding? Again, like I constantly have to dial myself back from being upset that I'm not omnipotent. During lockdown, I was very annoyed with myself that I didn't know when it was going to be over. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous. But it's those kind of things that we do internally that we beat ourselves up with unconsciously or consciously that we should let go of, free ourselves from that conflict so that we can better address and focus on things from a healthier perspective, right? Anyway, I thought that was kind of a funny illustration of, like, are you serious? Like, if you step outside of yourself, if anyone else was saying that garbage, you'd be like, psh, stop it, get a hold of yourself. So we have to do that for ourselves sometimes, right? Which is why stepping out and meditating, breath work, releasing the anxiety is important, right? Yeah, bringing it all back, full circle. Anyway, so best wishes, all the love. I'm going to attempt to wave at all of you and not knock over the camera. Oh. Cool. Yep. Technology is the hardest part of my job. Anyway, so thank you all for coming today. Thank you all for being a part of my network, my circle. I wish you all the best. I will again post a picture of the card and try to put all the information in there. I hope you all have a great, happy new year. I hope that 2024, they say astrologically speaking that it's going to be less arduous, more productive, more traction. We've hopefully been facing a lot of that inner reflection, and now it's time to put it into practice. So go team. Go get 'em Tigers. Best wishes, all the love, be well holistically, and I'm here should you want some help. See you next time.